So we could maybe say that risky delivery is when scope, dependencies, requirements, capacity as well, because we've got that one about overcommitting, are unclear.
It's funny, having spoken to customers in the past, we do actually see this one come up a lot.
It's really the dependencies that are unclear or not visible at the start that I feel like can really bring about that risk. I think the important thing to note about risky delivery too is that I don't think that the point is to completely eliminate risk, because that's not possible. The point is to make it more visible earlier so that we have a chance to slice or maybe reassess, estimate and adapt so that the plans don't slip in the end.
So what you can probably see in front of you right now is the scenario. Imagine, you have a team who's delivering a new customer reporting experience by the end of the quarter. Goal is typically clear, but the work is complex. Data, UI, authentication all needs to line up. Planning moves fast, estimates are done quickly, stories stay big, and it feels like there's an agreement. Fast forward a few weeks into delivery, that's when really reality hits. Stories are bigger than expected, dependencies show up, bottlenecks appear, and work gets split under pressure. I'm sure that this probably sounds familiar with you folks. We're going to take a look at how teams can surface those risks earlier during planning instead of discovering them when work is in flight. So what we're looking at first is we're going to start off with team insights. And really the core job of team insights really is simple. We want to pause to reflect. We want a better understanding of what delivery data typically looks like, where the work is flowing, where it's getting stuck, where the changes are actually making a difference. And then Team Insights, what you're looking at right now, supports that moment. It helps teams turn flow metrics into shared understanding and sparks the right conversations, focus on a few improvements that will have the biggest impact without being data experts. We're using like an LLM that sits at the back of this. And what it's doing is it's not only summarizing and picking out those risks, but it's also talking about what the impact on the value delivery is going to be and what those recommendations are as well. A couple of things that you probably point out here is it's telling you that, this particular work item has taken over 80 days to get over the line. So essentially what you can do, you can go ahead and click on that. You can see what that is, and perhaps you want to go ahead and have a conversation with that team. As we come down here, some of the other reports that we thought would be super useful is Throughput and Daily WIP. And this information is being captured directly from your Jira instance. So this is all the work that your team is currently doing. And then as you come down, a brief way of showing you where the biggest challenges are, what the impact is, and what those recommendations are. So think of this as, a complement or a co-pilot to Scrum Masters, Agile Coaches.
We just looked at Team Report, which is a really useful and quick way to help you spot where delivery is getting wobbly and perhaps a bit risky, so that you can spot those patterns early. You can use a team report before you start the next sprint to help you plan out what you're going to do. It's really good if you have been using Jira for a while with your team, because the longer you've been using it for, the more obviously Jira data that the team report can have to pull from, and the more insights that it can give you.